Hey everyone, this is Bhargav Sudhar, and today we will learn how to find LUB and GLB in a haze diagram. So first, let's understand what is a least upper bound and what is the greatest lower bound. In previous lecture, we did so many examples of how to find upper bound and lower bound. Now in this session, we will discuss how to find the least one and the greatest one, that is LUB and the GLB. Now what is least upper bound? So let A less than or equals to B opposite. Now consider a subset B of A. Now an element A belongs to A is called a least upper bound, that means LUB of the set B. If A is an upper bound of B and A is less than or equals to A dash, whenever this A dash is an upper bound of B. Okay. Now let us understand what is the greatest lower bound. So let A less than or equals to B opposite. Consider a subset B of A. Now take one element A from the whole set A. Is called the GLB, that means greatest lower bound of B. If A is the lower bound, it has to be first a lower bound of B and A dash is less than or equals to A. So that means for all, whenever A dash is a lower bound of B. We will understand in the example. So first, let us discuss example. The first example, see here the given figure, it is a haze diagram. Now we will discuss two or three sets, then how to find GLB and LU. Now first, consider a set AB. Consider a set B1, that is AB. Now where is AB? Now A and B. Now we want to find the GLB and LUB of this particular set. Now, first of all, for GLB or first LUB, first we need to find what is UB, that means upper bound. So we discuss how to find an upper bound. Now, what will be the upper bound? See, remember, for upper bound, there has to be a relation from the given set to the upper points. Now, A and B. So what are the upper points first? They are E and D. Okay. Now, can we go from BA to E? Means both the points to A. Now we can go from B to E. Yes. We can go from A to E. Yes. Now can we go from A to D? Yes. But we cannot go from B to D because first we go B to E, then for E to A we have to go in downward direction, and that is not possible because it is haze diagram. So the upper bound here, the only upper bound is E. Now what will be the lowest upper bound or least upper bound? But here as it is only one point, so the least one is also E. So that is key. Now let us discuss what is the lower bound. Now what will be the lower bound of AB, that A and B? Now you can see that what are the lower points first. So E, sorry, H, we can go from H to A and H to B, yes. We can go from F to A and F to B, yes. We can go from I to E and I to A in upward direction, yes. But we can go from G to A, but we cannot go from G to B. So what are the lower bounds? That they are H, F and I. So F, H and I. Now, what is the greatest lower bound? That means GLB. So among these lower bounds, what is the greatest? So you can see that H, I and F. So that is F. So F is the GLB. Okay. I think this is clear. Now let's consider another set. Now consider this B2 equals to F and G. Where is F and G? So here F and G. Now first we'll find what are the upper bounds. So F and G. So first, what are the upper points? So they are B, E, A, D and C. Now for upper bounds, there has to be a relation from the given set to the upper points. Now is B a upper bound? No, because we can go from F to B, but we cannot go from G to B. So B is not an upper bound. And in same manner, asymmetry, C is also not an upper bound. Now rest are only three. Now is A an upper bound? Now we can go from F to A. Yes, we can go from G to A. Yes. So A is an upper bound. Now for E. Now can we go from F to E and F to and G to E? So F to E. So F to A, then A to E. Yes, we can go, and G to A and A to E. So we can go. So E is also an upper bound, and in same manner by symmetry, D is also an upper bound. So there are total three upper bounds, that is A, E and D. Now what is the least one? You can see that what is the least one? A, E and D. So what is the lower one? So it is A, just by looking at the figure. So what will be the LUB? It will be A. Now for the lower bound, the given set is F and G. Now what are the first lower points? They are H and I. Now for lower bound, there has to be a relation from the lower points to the given set. So can we go from H to F? Yes. Can we go from H to G? No. So H is not a lower bound. Now can we go from I to F? Yes. But can we go from I to G? No, that is not possible. So here both the cases are not possible. Hence, the lower bound is 5. Now since the lower bound itself is 5, so the greatest lower bound will also be 5. Okay. Now let us consider the third set, that is P3. And in that E and D. So this is the set E and D. Now first, what will be the upper bound? Now for upper bound, there has to be a relation from the given points to the upper points. So, but you can see that there are no upper points. So that means it has to be 5. Now, since the upper bound is 5, the lowest one, that means the least upper bound, that is also 5. So LUB and UB is 5. Now for the lower bound. Okay. Now, uh, which are the lower bounds? Or first, which are the lower points? So A, B, C, G, F, H, and I. So I think all will be the lower bound. That's A, F, G, H, I. A, F, G, H, and I. B and C cannot be the lower bound. Why? Because we cannot go from B to D. In the same manner, we cannot go from C to E. So except B and C, all will be the lower bounds. Now among all this, that is A, F, H, I, and G, what will be the greatest one? You can see that. What will be the greatest one? It will be A. Okay. Now let us discuss second example. So consider this type of race diagram. First, the set is ABD. So that means A, B, and D. So consider this. Now first we will find what is the upper bound. So ABD, what will be the upper bound? It will be C, yes, it will be H and G. So in upper bound, C, H, G will be there. Now just by looking at this, what is the lowest one? So it is clear. So C is the lowest one. So it is the least upper bound. So that is C. Now, what's the lower bound of ABD? So ABD. So what are the first lower points? They are E, F, and D also. Now, what will be in lower bound? Like we can go from D to A, we can go from D to B, and also we can go from D to B, D to D, as it is the reflexive one and it is a Hayes diagram. So D is also lower bound. We can go from E to A. So E to D, then D to A, E to D, then D to B, and in same manner F to A and F to B. So D, E, F, they are the lower bounds. Now what is the greatest one? It is very clear. So the greatest one is D. Now next consider the second set, and the set is ABC. So see A, B, and C. This is also easy. Now what are the first upper bounds? So the upper bounds for ABC, they are very clear. HCG. Yes, it is HCG. Now what is the least one? That means the lowest one amongst HC and G. So it is clear. It is C. So C is the least upper bound. Now next, what is the lower bound of the set ABC? So they will be DEF. See, it is the EBC. So D, E, and F, because we can go from D to A, D to B, and D to C, and in same manner for E and F. Now, what is the greatest one among D, E, and F? So what is the greatest one? That is D. So the GLP is D. Okay. Now let us consider last example. Consider this big. This is the important one. Now consider the set B1 equals to A and C. So see here this point A and C. Now what would be the upper bound of B1? That means A and C. Now what are the upper points first? The upper points are E, the only E. Okay, so E. Now since it is the only one, so what will be the least one? That is also E. Now this is clear. Now the lower bound. this will be a bit tricky. Now, what will be the lower bound of P1? That means A and C. So first, what are the lower points? They are G, F, D, B, and H. Now, is D a lower bound? We can go from D to A, D to C. Yes. Is B a lower bound? You can go from D to A, D, B to C. For same F to A, F to C, G to A, G to C, and H to A, H to C. So all will be the lower bounds: D, B, F, G, and H. Okay. Now, see, listen carefully. What will be the greatest lower bound? You can see that G among F, G, H, B, and D. What are in the greatest one? So you can see that here D and B, they both are the greatest one, but the greatest has to be the one only. So what will be the D and B? It will be 5. Why? Because see, both are in same position, that means in same height, and also D and B has to be related. Okay, so here D and B both are not related, so that means here it will be 5. So this is a very good example in which the lower bounds are 5, but the greatest lower bound is 5. Because in previous sum we discussed that lower bound is 5, then GLB is 5, that is obvious. But here the lower bounds or upper bounds are 5, means 5 elements, but the greatest one is 5, that means empty. Let us discuss second set, and that is the DB. That means here D and B. Now, what will be the upper points first? They will be A, C, and E. It is very clear. So A, C, and E, or A, E, C. Now, what are the lowest one? That means least upper bound. So here the case is same. See, what are the lowest one among A, C, and E? Because see, A and C both are in same position, so it will be 5. Why? Because both are in same position, plus A and C both are not related. So that means least upper bound is 5. So hence, here in upper bound there are 3 points. Still, the least one is 5. So this one is important. Now lower bound. So what will be the lower bound? It will be F, G, and H. It is very clear. F, G, and H. Now, what will be the greatest one? This is obvious. So among G, H, and M, what is the greatest one? It is F. So it is F. Thank you.